Welcome back to my vlog. For this next segment, I'm going to steer away from sports and I'm going to talk a little bit about what it is like to teach PE and what it is like to teach PE in Florida. The latter point is very important. In Florida, it's really freaking hot and humid. About 3 months out of the school year, I am drenched in sweat. That is a huge obstacle, something that must be worked around. Pretty much for 3 months of the year, like I said, I leave work and I am drenched in sweat. I am exhausted, and those things combined to make me extremely tired. Like the humidity is pretty unreal. So it's pretty much dry fed everything. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of water, and even then that's still not enough. Snacks, stretching exercises, because even with the amount of water I drink, I never quite feel fully hydrated enough, and so muscles tighten up and whatnot. So always got to keep stretched out and hydrated. And that's not even mentioning the kids. First off, before I really get too into this, I love these kids to death. Love the job, love the building the relationships with them, love helping teach them new skills, activities. I like to encourage teamwork, help build up teamwork skills. Now, with that said, a lot of people don't like, basketball or whatever sport it is we're doing. So, but the important thing for me to do is to teach them to at least learn teamwork, which is, essential in no matter what you do in life. You got to learn to work with people. And also, if they have a successful experience, yeah, maybe they don't go on and play basketball, but at least they learn what it takes to be successful and what that feels like, and then they can apply that into another area of their life. God, itchy nose. Now, this is a tough job, not gonna lie. I worked 178 out of a possible 180 days last year. You got to put everything into this, and that's what I did. 6 times a day, different group of kids come out, and I have to be on it. I can't have off days. I can't be tired. I can't, half-ass, this job, because these kids will know, and they will pick up on it, and they will capitalize and take advantage. So 6 times a day, 180 times a school year, I have to be on it. A lot of people watching me, coworker, administration, parents here and find out things. So I go out there and I have to be positive, upbeat, energetic, but I also have to incorporate my own flair and style into it. And while I love doing those things, it does make for it's a challenging job. When you combine that with the usual Florida weather outside, I have to go out there, and I have so many different personalities that I have to reach out to. There's the quiet kids, the teachers' pets. There's the ones who are defiant, the bullies, the kids who don't like PE. There's kids who have no sort of authority figure at home and therefore don't really have any sort of respect. They don't know decency. They lash out. They're angry. And it is my job to make them care about something long enough to where we can just get through it and then move on with our day. I've been cussed out before. I've been flipped off. Kids told me, fuck you, things like that. Rule number one is I don't take it personally. It would be easy for me to retaliate back. I try to handle it with, a sense of humor, or I'm very matter of fact with how I handle those situations. I had a kid at the end of this past school year flip me off. Was like, fuck you, yada, yada, yada. Told me about how his dad was in jail. And I'm just like, well, I don't really care that's unfortunate, but what does that have to do with this? I can't control what goes on in the rest of their, days. But my job is to give them a successful PE experience 3 times a week, 50 minutes a day or whatever, depending on the school or the class. And those kids need me. They need the teachers. They need support from administrators. Parents need to be involved. I've met a lot of great parents who clearly care deeply about their children's education. Overall, yeah, these kids, I have grown so much as a result of teaching these kids. I have learned, and just the way that they view me. I need to be a role model for them. I need to be there for them. I haven't been teaching that long, so I don't know everything, but I go into each stage situation. I try to approach it the best way I can, incorporate humor whenever possible. But at the end of the day, yeah, 4 years. I've done PE now. Yeah, I think it's 4 years. And there's never a boring day. No 2 days are ever alike. And I look forward to the future challenges that lie ahead. So, yeah, I just wanted to take a few minutes and talk with you guys a little bit about my job and what it's like to teach PE and what it's like to teach PE in a hot-ass place like Florida. All right, have a good day. Bye.